All right, race fans, we're back here tonight, man. We got the Savage Sim Wraps Designs ARCA Series here for the Clean Racing League. Homestead, well, Homestead this past week gave a little trouble to some of these guys in the truck series, but we did see some pretty good racing. We'll see what we got here tonight. It's qualifying underway. See what these guys, man, can actually, come up with. Let's bring up a little qualifying order as of right now. That's what they're looking like. So keep an eye on, see who you got. Who's your favorite driver out there? Who you rooting for? Good luck, Dusty. Hey, I know he's got a fan club. Good to see it out there, too. Right now, Drew Bond, the man up front. Stay tuned, folks. Going to be a good one tonight. Clean Racing League. I love it. Well, Drew Bond's still the man up there. Joshua Altus along with him. All right. Some of these guys are already, man, banging and clanging them. Oh, boy. All right. That's qualifying for you right there. Let's see if we can't set the grid here. As old Drew Bond puts it on pole. Let's look at the grid real quick. Bring it up. There you go. The 37. Drew Bond brings it out front here tonight. Joshua Altus going to be the man right there on starting beside of him. Parker Malone going to start her out here in a third. Going to be our fourth place man. And going to be Abrian Ghost. I like that. Ghost Man starting fourth. Fifth place, we've got Jonathan Gaston. Mike Juriri. Hope I said it right there, starting in sixth. Seventh place, we've got Bobby Mantle. Jacob Grant starting in the eighth. Ninth place, we got Dusty Martin. Joe Ruggles right in the 10th. 11th, we got Caleb Smith. Ben Walker there in the 12th. 13, Jamie LaRock. 14, man, Steve Rubino. Look through the rest of this field. And we got a great field out here, folks, tonight. All right, waiting to grid him up here. Let me bring up old Drew Bond here, man, and get a word with him. I can find him down here real quick. Drew. Actually, Drew's not in here, so All right, guys, I'm going to say again, man, I like trying to talk to the qualifying, but if you're not in the Discord, I can't talk to you, you know, so I ain't going to be able to get a word in with old Drew. Pole Center. I like to, but I ain't going to be able to. All right, Josh Walters is going to be the man up here. I'm going to get set here to go green flag here tonight. Clean Racing League. This one ought to be good. Pace cars in, getting set to go green flag. Bond and Altus up front. And we're racing Homestead, ARCA style. And we saw some 2x2. I think we should see a lot of side-by-side action here as they storm off down the backstretch. Got to get some give and take out here. I know a lot of guys want to take, but it's early. I mean, you see a lot of 3 wide back here. That's right about where Joshua with Gillian. Right along with him there. Where's Coop at? Austin here? Wow, Austin way back here in the back. Qualifying effort not the best here tonight. Okay. Well, we probably would have loved to have a little bit better tonight. All right, Parker Malone. Representing Candy Post Malone. Got your one here. Good running. Alta's leading. He's the man up front. I love my little tattletale needle. Parker Malone right now trying to see if he can't get on the inside. Hey, what's going on, man? Missed the race by 2 inches. Brushed the wall and 3 had my time to. Oh, man, I hate that. It better be a good one. Hey, it will, Tony. It will. Right now, man, out front. On Malone. A new guy. Coming up here, man, see if he can't get to the top side. Bobby Mantle right now battling it out a little bit himself. So far, so good. Between the two. Here, Caleb Smith. Whoa! Hang on to it, man. It's a Bronco Bull. What was the 89 of Bobby Mantle? He had that thing sideways. It was kicking. Like a mule. Caleb had a front row seat to it. Caleb's probably sitting there going, don't do that again, Bobby. It kind of scared me just a little bit. I don't like it. Right now, going to look to the outside. I think we might see a little, we saw with the trucks that outside looked to be a good place to go. Although the inside, man, was a you could make the pass, but you got a little loose down there. I think with this car, you're going to tend to be a little bit tighter. It always tends to be a little bit tighter. Dusty right now having a good run. I'm about on a limb and say, man, Dusty or Caleb are going to sneak up here and win a race before the season's over with. A little further on back here around there. There's Mike Duriri. I hope I'm saying it right. I mean, Mike, I hope so. Duriri. Danny White there. And, and again, you're probably going to get some single file and get some cluster battles like this right here. And Rubino, man, way down pinching. I mean, I know early in the race, I don't know why you would pinch so much early in the race. That's where a little bit of the give and take needs to go. I know, man, you're out there, action-packed, adrenaline's running, racing really hard. But accidents can happen. And, like that right there, see, they almost got together. And Rubino, I know his spotter's telling him, Carlo. He's got all the track up there, and I know he's want to get all the grip he can. As you can see right there, man, just Torrance just can't hang on to it. But an inside groove. So that's what I'm saying. Ultimately, Torrance being down low like that, Rubino was going to eventually get the advantage. You just take so much sometimes. Boom. Racing the NT and into this one. Parker Malone out front. Altus right there with him, and look at Caleb. Now, it's very easy in this car, I will say this, to burn the tires up. Because this car feels so good. It handles, it's planted. It's so easy to use up the car early. So I'm hoping Caleb's not using up a lot of the car to get up here, because I know Altus. Altus is not going to push that machine. Neither is Ghost right here, and it's good to see Ghost Man up here. So some of the guys that are coming through this front really, really quick, we'll see how they work if this goes to a long green flag run, if they start to fall off or not. Did they use the tires? Because we heard, like in the truck race, some of the tires, man, were getting beat up a little bit. Right now, Jacob Grant coming up through. Caleb up there in third. Grant, man, holding him forward. He's got Ghost, man, right there along with him. Good to see, man, Grant here. And we know why his girlfriend now, man, is not out there shouting at us in the chat. She's shouting at him in his ear behind him while he's racing. Smack him on the head one time if he done a crazy move. Just keeping him in line. That's what it is. Pole sitter, man, Drew Bond falling back just a little bit. Meanwhile, big battle right here. Bobby Mantle in front of them. Jonathan Gaston there, too. Ooh, Danny White, man, got a little bit wiggly. Had to chase the car down on the bottom. Let me know if y'all like that little driver thing down in the bottom corner up all the time. I mean, I can always get rid of it. But I like it there. I like it there because it gives you a lot of information for the driver that I'm on. So, just let me know. We'll look for the on back here. Joshua Gillian, Jonathan Ilardo. I hope I'm still saying his name right, too. I might have to go back and double check. Hey, you like it too? All right, Tony. Good deal. All right. More info, always better. There you go. Well, right now, I mean, our event, obviously with Homestead right now tonight, it's 1.5 mile track, 4 turn. That's kind of the weather we're looking at too. A little bit of a hot track, so not that quite cool of a track. As of right now, Malone's the leader. Completed 14 laps and 90, 1 lead change. So good thing there's no cautions here early. Right now, just watching this battle back here around by 15th place spot. Let's go a little further on back. T-Mac, I know he's got a good old fan club back there too. T-Mac, he's back here in the 19 trying to come through the field. There's the boss man. Chris Smith done an outstanding job. He's got the sim wraps designs, and I love it because, man, well, Sim Wraps, hey, the title sponsor here for the ARCA Series. A little further on back, too, Joe Spinelli. Man, we was talking about Coop. And Coop was actually marred back in traffic. He's still back here. I think he's going to need a little help. I mean, we saw Parker Collins come through the field. He had a little help himself on the trucks. This car here tends to be tight, and it's going to be a tough one. Go back up front here a little bit. Remember we were talking about Caleb and them coming to the front? Starting to see Caleb fall off a little bit. I got a feeling, I'm going back on, it's easy to push this car. Now, Jacob usually has a pretty good handle on front row speed and holding on to it. You can see Joshua Altus right there. Malone falling back. And Malone's going way up the track. That tends to tell me that car's getting way tight, going through the turns, having a tough time rotating through the middle. You can see Grant now taking it up to the top side. I think it was more or less like kind of forced up there a little bit when he saw Malone down on the low side of him. So how's everybody, man, doing tonight? Great Wednesday night here. Clean Racing League. I mean, and if you're a driver out there and you're looking for a good league, here you go. I mean, these guys right here, they'll definitely get you hooked up. Go to cleanracingleague.com. I'm not sure. I don't know if they're right now doing any drivers, but you can race your way in. I know there's no charters right now. And Jacob Grant looking to try to take this lead away from Altus. Meanwhile, you can see Caleb struggling a little bit, and this is what I'm talking about is, you know, no fault of Caleb. I mean, he's a very good driver. It's just in this car, it is very easy to overdrive, and we were just talking about that a minute ago, and I think now it's just a perfect example of it. Good shot of what this track looks like, man, from the Blimpy cam. Blimpy. Good looking car, too, there, by the way. Oh, Ghost blinking, and good job on Ghost part there to get off the track. It looks like he's going down to the service road. A good heads up, man, racing there. Right now, Caleb Smith hanging on to the 5th place. Drew Bond, our lead, our pole sitter, on a pretty good pace. And I know there was a little bit of talk about back here in the back. Which right now is kind of just split up a little bit. I'm a little aggressiveness, you know, and we do talk about that. I mean, you want to get to the front. I mean, with 30 car fields, which is outstanding here at the Clean Racing League. I appreciate all the drivers and all the viewers out there who allow me to broadcast this thing. It's just outstanding to see these guys, man, week in and week out, pull these numbers. So there's always going to be a little bit of, mishaps in the back. You're trying to get to the front. I mean, especially when you got guys like Austin Coop. He's only made up one position here up to 17th. You could just see how hard it is to pass, how hard it is to come through the field. You already start to see a lot of these cars tend to go up the track. And we saw that in the trucks a little bit. And that tells me that these cars are getting a little bit tight. A little bit tight with the looseness on them, too. So Coop right now trying to see if he can do everything he can. There's Rubino. I know he's got the fan club out there. I believe it's his dad or something out there sometimes watches. So good to see them out. Appreciate you. Right now, Rubino, he's got a battle. He got T-Mac right there stuck to his back bumper. Then you see Mulaney I will say that's Mulaney. Kyrie Mulaney. I hope that's how I'm saying it. I'm going to go back on and check again, folks. On the world words for names. Look. That's why we call it OnlineSimRacingNetwork.com, your home for fun and exciting sim racing. And definitely right now, it's exciting. Look at that 88, man, going to the inside. And Mulaney, he's going to take that spot away from Rubino. Rubino will fall back one more. Well, meanwhile, up front, Joshua Altus has got Bo Malone in his back door. Malone goes to the high side. You can see Grant. And this is what I'm talking about, how now they're starting to fall off just a little bit. You're starting to see Bobby Mantle. He's another one that knows how to really get this thing, man, coming through the field. And now you're going to start seeing, we're at that laps now, you're going to start seeing guys that know how to save. And some guys that maybe ran a little bit hard at the beginning. And, you know, you'll learn, you'll adjust that. These drivers will adjust that. You know, Grant, Smith, here, they'll adjust that on the next pit stop. They'll, okay, next tires, then we go to, oh, we got caution on the track, though. Oh, no, Torrance. Oh, he came off the turn, lost it, banged the wall, and then pow drive the inside. I mean, decimated the front of that machine. So one more time here, take another look at it. As he snapped loose, he's overcorrected, got the wall. Next thing you know, pow. Obliterated it. Okay. All right, back at it here. Caution. First time tonight. Clean Racing League, ARCA Series, Savage Sim Wraps. Pit stops. Let's see how they're looking. A lot of pit stops happening. Everybody on pit road. 4 tires of fuel. Very nice. All right. That's your pit stops right now. Good race so far. Man out front, Austin Coop, which he did not pit, so he's doing something drastic here. As if he can't, you know, stay out front. Under caution. It's set to go back green. But we'll see if Coop is going to be able to hold these guys off. I don't know. I mean, I know he wanted the track position and probably had to do something wild here. But I would at least maybe try to 2-tire stop. Unless these cars are getting a little bit more looser than I think, but the way I'm looking at them, they're looking like they're tight, so 2 tires will loosen them up. But obviously, you can get that loosed and tight. I just think this 30 laps, we'll have to see if the new tires here will trump them. Oh, he spun them a little bit on the start. Green flag, back at it. We'll see if track position is the be-all, end-all tonight. I mean, a lot of times, yes. Joshua Alta says, not today. I'm going to take it out. He goes and bumps a little bit. 3 wide, him and Mantle. Coop's still out front, so right now that clean air paying dividends, but look at those tires, man, right there in the turn. Here comes Grant, 3 wide. 4 wide. That didn't work in the trucks. Remember, guys, Jacob Grant says, I want the lead. Boogie, boogie. Right now, 3 wide behind him. Alta's along with him. Yeah, Cooper's already fallen all the way back to 10th, so you can tell the new tires is the play. Wow. Yeah, new tires. Jacob Grant to the point. He says he's going to win one of these things. I believe it. Caleb's right there with him. Alta's behind him. Here comes man Parker Malone. Danny White, man, up here too. He's smoking it. I like it. And Coop's just dropping like a rock in water. I think 2 tires would have been a little bit better for him. I mean, it's a good test early on to know, hey, look, maybe what am I going to get, later? But I think it was just not good enough here. Yeah. Danny White looking strong. Dusty Martin right there behind him. Jonathan Elardo. Howerton. Right there, 9th. Ben Walker up in the 10th. Mantle's there with him. Oh, man, look at this mess. Yeah, this is where Austin is, and he's just stuck. I mean, there's nothing he can do. Nothing. Just keep dropping. Unfortunate. Ghost there too. Spinelli. He's part of the Spinelli Club. Should start calling that Spinelli Racing. There's a Ghost, man. Can't see him. Earlier, literally, you couldn't see him. He was blinking. He was taking his name a little bit too seriously. Oh, Krispy Kreme, man, trying to make donut holes on the side. Donuts by Krispy Kreme. I ain't had one of them in like ages. Whew. I love them. That red donuts. Right now, everybody blazing around the track. Looking really strong. The 16 machine right there along with them. This is a solid battle happening back up front, but I mean, we've got some battles up front too. That one out back right now, Caleb Smith, Parker Malone, but let's go back with this battle back here again. This is around about the 20th spot. Well, it's heating up, man. Gerber, Spinelli, ooh, side by side, they gonna get back there and trade some paint. They're getting back there, man, getting really skinny with each other. The hobo car, Steve Rubino. Just one caution right now. Let's do a little race summary. Grant's leading. 37 completed and 96 lead changes and one caution for 3 laps here tonight. The Clean Racing League ARCA Series presented by Sim Wraps Designs. And that man right here, let me find him. Chris Smith. That's who you want to check out for everything. You want to join the league? Check him out. Go to cleanracingleague.com. A good looking car he's got. You want to look good on the track? Check him out. He'll get you painted up. Drew Bond out of this one too, by the way. How far? Leaving. Ow. Hey, Eric had a commitment, huh? Oh, okay, man. Well, I hate that. Yeah, I wish I could come do y'all's Tuesday night league, man, but I got some other commitments. So I talked to Tom, man. You still running there, man? Hey, that's a good one. Bobby Mantle right now. Hanging on strong, but look at this. Paulie Turrence. Remember, he's the one that smacked the wall hard. Unfortunate for him. Off the pace. Drew Bond here, and you can see Austin Coop, man. Just lonely feeling with those old tires. They go get him, Dusty. Dusty right now is doing good. He's up to 7th. Oh, man. Looking strong. Elardo right there with him. Danny White right in front of him. Danny's having a great run here tonight, too. Gaston's there. Malone up front, but it's still all Grant, man, leading this one. Well, Eric, you've been having some pretty good races. I know you said you wanted the competition. I think that competition's been smacking you in the face a little bit. Knocking you around. What do you think? Grant right now leading. Malone right behind him, but I want to say Post Malone so bad. Yeah. Where's Jelly Roll at? If y'all like that kind of music, hey, there you go. Caleb having an outstanding run here tonight there in 4th. Gaston, White, Martin, Elardo. There's Ross Tatum. Ain't talked much about him, but he snuck up there in the 9th place. Got Ben Walker there with him too, and Joe Ruggles. Yeah. These guys are good. Yeah. I remember you sat there talking about, I need some competition. Oh, caution on the track. Was it them? Yep. Howerton. Go back and see what happened to him. Him in the 66. Remember earlier I said, man, you got to give and take a little bit. Oh, looks like Smith kind of. Let's go back a little bit there, because it looked like Chris Smith got just a little bit wiggly. He had to chase the car there. Smith in that 55 watch. Yeah, he started to come out from under him, and Howerton had to check up. Oh, yeah, he got in the back, and then the 88, nothing he could do. And from that point on, and then somebody's fender just fell off. And the car just came apart. Okay. Unfortunate back there. Grant's still the man, and come on pit road, and Austin Coop's got to pit. I mean, Coop's got to pit. Them come off. Okay, the pit stops. You deserve to be ridiculed. I hear you, man. Hey, look, you've done an outstanding job, Eric, man. Appreciate you being around. We'll let you get a bye. How's that? We'll let you get it. We'll give you a little bye. We won't give you too much of a hard time. How's that? Not too much of a hard time, anyways. Okay, let's see what kind of things we got going on here. Well, Grant's going to come back on pit road. Did he get a penalty? Wow. Man, I think Jacob Grant, well, hope he got a penalty. He just came back on here to top it off. But either way, we're getting set to go back. Green flag. I hear you. Well, I mean, I wasn't there on Tuesdays, man. On your Tuesday league, I mean, they did it last season, so it's been a whole season since I've been there. I just know I talked to him. I just had other commitments, that's all. Love it here, though. Clean Racing League. Pace cars in. Malone out front. Smith there with him. Oh, they're bumping. Go, go, go. Green flag. Boy, look at Caleb get a good jump. Oh, the leader just didn't go. Right now, man, Caleb, man, looking strong. Danny White looking strong, too. 3 wide right back here. That's the Ghost, man. The Ghost pit? No, pretty much everybody on the front's on the same stint. You're going to see some guys with new tires probably come through this field. Joshua Altus pitted. Chandler Rump pitted. I know, oh no, don't tell me, man, that, oh, and Ross Tatum out there. Don't tell me Austin Coop had another disconnect. Wow. Boy, he has had problems. He was coming through the field last week, and then boom. Oh, yeah, hey, man. Hey, it was a good league, man. I hear you. Oh, Ghost up into him. And Ghost around. No caution because he got back, but go back and see what happened. Ghost drove it in there, and he got into the 96. And the 96 blinked. And, yeah, Jacob Grant had to slide a little bit on that one. Wow. Watching this replay. Caution that probably should have been over. Bino got in there, too. Ooh, the 71 held on to it. I don't know who that is back there, though. They, oh, Ruggles, man. He got the hard lick. He's the one that Ghost got into originally, and then, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden his car just blinked, came back, and then it was destroyed. He was on pit road. We stay green. Malone out front. Caleb right there in second. Danny White holding the third. Dusty Martin up in the fourth. He's got Ben Walker, though, man, seeing if he can't come down the inside of him. A lot of great racing on the field right now. A lot of it has been because some cautions. Well, only one caution out here. But these cars tend to be a little bit tighter than normal. You're starting to see them get a little bit loose, too. Malone out front. Parker Malone. Watching this battle right here, though, for 5th and 4th. You got Dusty Martin hanging on the 4th. Ben Walker right there trying to put his time stamp on the back end of that Chevy. Push him around the track, say heavy Chevy. Meanwhile, Caleb Smith is giving old Malone everything he can up front here. Caleb running really strong right now. Malone don't know what to do. Caution on the track. Uh-oh. Oh! The Krispy Kreme machine around. Oh! Yep, there it is. The 27 just got a little tag. The 50's right there. Somebody wanted a hot now. Right along, the 50's there. Oh, the 27 got a little loose, came up the track. 50's there, boom, nothing they could do. Tearing up the donut machine. Ouch. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm using ATVO, so I changed it up a little bit. See if people like it. Tell me what you think about this right here. I like this right here. This is my tattletale needle. The pit stops. Malone on pit road. Who stays out? That's going to be the question. Who's going to be the one who stays out? Ooh, we got some saving. You know, and I talked about this in the truck race. There's no reason on pit stops, or excuse me, on cautions, you shouldn't be saving. You love Walmart donuts the best? Hey, now Walmart does have some good donuts. Man, don't get me started on donut talk. Good night with beer all night and won't get no racing done. Cause I'll be up here, man, talking about, man, some holes and dough and everything else, man. Come on now. But I mean, back to what we're talking about is there's no reasoning on a caution you shouldn't be saving fuel. Either in a low gear, like you see right here with Dusty Martin, he's in fourth gear, and he's obviously clutching. Well, he looks like he's actually turning his off. Yep, he's turning his all the way off and then flipping the ignition back. We'll see if we get somebody else that maybe is clutching. Everybody else is pretty much just in, well, Alta's clutched right there. Now, Alta's running in second gear, which we're getting set to go back green. Gear you want to be in. But you can see that he is, he's clutching, as whereas Dusty Martin was up front doing more of the, just turning it off. Altus must be pretty confident in that machine that's going to go the entire distance. I mean, 35 laps. I think they can do a 35 lap stint. I believe they can go that far. What do you think, Eric? Think they can go 35 laps? A little race summary here before we go back green. White's the leader out front. Laps completed 54 of 90. They have 10 lead changes, 3 cautions for 7 laps. So not a bad racing night tonight. And set to go back green. Clean Racing League ARCA Series presented by Savage Sim Wraps. We're back green. Danny White leads them to the green flag. Jonathan Gaston, we might see a first-time winner here. But the top 3 guys have not won. Okay, 38 in the truck. So I believe we might be. Oh, we got a quick caution though. Oh, Malone, no. Oh, he blinked. What? Uh-oh. Oh, then came back and got destroyed. Wow, you want to talk about bad luck. He tried to time to start, spun the tires, and then that thing blinked on him and came back at the wrong time, and Dusty Martin's there. Wow. That was just... We are in week 13, folks. So keep that in mind. Week 13. Danny White out here. You know what? Bring old Danny up here. Get a word with him. Why not? Danny, Joy in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, buddy. How you doing?
Man, pretty good. Well, out front here, how you feeling in this race car here on this track?
We'll see what happens here. I'm going to try to keep it out here a few more laps and keep this set of tires for the end and go from there. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. We got a lot of good cars out here today.
Now, from what I can see, it seems like, maybe the car's getting a little tight as the run goes on, but what are you feeling? I mean, because I know y'all are kind of drifting up the top of the track.
It is as the run goes on, but I'll tell you, it's been a lot looser than I can remember this ARCA car, especially early on in the run. I don't remember being on the rear tire so much as we had tonight.
Yeah, and I noticed that a couple guys out there, kind of chasing a little bit, intended. So, what do you feel like? That top lane's a little better, or maybe the lower lane early?
I like the bottom all the way around. To be honest with you, I'm gonna stay at the bottom unless it just forced me to the top. I think the bottom's a good place to be.
Oh man, good luck out there, Danny.
Appreciate you, man.
There you go, Danny White, man, getting a word in with him there. So, hey, you heard it. He's going to save his last set of tires, and I hope, man, that caution does fly later on. Everybody has to pit. He has that one set. Some guys might have used them all, and I like that. I like that. They've got that tires here on this series to where you have to worry about that pits. I like it. Oh yeah, Smith, man, Chris, he the boss man. Oh, well, I yell out Chris Smith out every race. He boss man. Back on 17th, so he's not doing too bad. Here we go, getting set to go back green. Line him up. Under caution right now. Pace car, bringing them around. Let's go back green. Man up front. Danny White. Jonathan Gaston. Pace car's in. And we are green flag. Racing back at Homestead. White gets to jump out front. So clean start that time. Going to put White out there. Smith. Here comes Spinelli. Oh, look out. Here comes the man. Joe's on the roll. Whoa. Hey, there's no barrels up there, Joe. Can't hit him. Meanwhile, Gaston, man, blocks a little bit there on Dusty Martin. Dusty on the low side. Elardo along with it, man, with Altus. Altus trying to see if he can't come back to the front. He's going to split them in the middle, though, and try to take them 3 wide. Altus going to make it happen and make it stick. Well, I said that. Not so much right now, though. Meanwhile, still out front, Danny White. Altus is right there with him battling. That's around about the 3rd place spot. Spinelli's holding on to it. Altus wants it. Right behind him, they're getting shaky with it. Elardo's there, too, on the top side. Wrangling right down on the bottom. Boy, where's all these new name guys coming from? Out of nowhere. Rubino's there. Oh, little door banging. Dusty Martin down low. So it is a 4th, 5th, 6th place battle right now amongst these guys. Ben Walker, man, back here too. They're getting pinched with each other. Oh, up on the top side. He had to get there. He had to chase that machine. Here comes Caleb Smith back. Caleb's had a good car all night long. Caleb said, don't count me out. And Jacob Grant coming back to the field. Remember them 2 guys, man, they rumbled to the front. It ain't over with for them yet. We'll count them out. Loving it so far. Oh, what they doing back here? They're talking. Jamie LaRock and company back here with Chris Smith. We're 63 into this one. 90 tonight. Going by really quick. Still a good race so far. As we got a new leader up front. Gaston's trying to battle White. White's to the outside. Gaston's on the inside. Here comes Altus. Altus said, I want the lead. He's going to try to sneak and look down on the inside. He peeked for a minute. Gaston said, not today. I'm not taking the bait. I'm not one of those little fish that gets tricked. We'll show a little bit of wild camera angles here for you. We'll crank it up style. I hope you're enjoying, man. There's awesome, man, camera angles right there because that's some good, hard racing going on out front. Tatum's there, hanging on to 7th, but Gaston is taking the lead. He's still trying to hold off Altus, who is hard charging right behind him. So that is a solid battle up front for the lead, 2nd and 3rd place. Bobby Mantle's there, too. If we can't get anything from these guys here tonight. So far has been a great race. Joshua Altus there. Is Bobby Mantle going to get up here and try to steal this thing? I don't know. Mantle's there. Gaston still leading. But Bobby Mantle right now trying to see if he can, what he can do to take over the lead so far. All Gaston up front. Problem is Bobby Mantle's going to try to take it from him. Down low, Bobby Mantle goes to the point. Joshua Altus right there with him. Danny White, but still an outstanding run by Gaston and White. I mean, they are showing they can hold their own with these guys. We're getting down to 10. We got 19 to go in this one. Ross Tatum's throwing his name in the hat here. Coming back up through the field. Here's Jacob Grant. Now the problem with Danny White, like he was talking about earlier, saving that one set of tires, if we don't get a caution, and the way this race has been playing out, we've had some pretty good long green flag runs. I don't think he's going to be able to use that last set of tires. Now, if we get a late caution, somebody's gonna come in. That can. There you go. Jacob Grant coming through the field along with Caleb Smith. They're up to 6 and 7. Elardo right there on the bottom side, man, of Smith. Dusty Martin still holding strong there in the 9th place. Rubino having a great run tonight. I know he's got family members out there, man, at watch. Here's Gary Ragland right in 11th. Ben Walker there in the 12th. You got Ghost Man coming on strong in the 13th. Howerton. Some of the guys here tonight, and it looks like Austin Coote's back out here. Might have got some of that internet taken care of. The problem is 17 laps down. So not the night he wants. Still got some connection issues out here. Steve Gerber 10 laps down. But out of the race, you've got Chandler Runk, Joe Ruggles, Paulie Torrance, and our pole sitter Drew Bond. And a man that was up front most of the race dominating, unfortunately still on pit road. Wow. Blinked, got caught up in that wreck, and it just destroyed his hopes. Bobby Mantle right now leading it. Two of the best out front, Altus. And Danny White's trying everything he can. Where did Gaston go? Oh, Gaston had a pit. Yeah, Gaston pitted. Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll see if he can get back up here with 15 to go. Danny said pretty much the tires he's got is what he's going to have and save. Still could get him a good finish here tonight. He's probably hoping to hang on to it. Ross Tatum's coming up here. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. Altus is there. He's up underneath him, trying to see if he can hang on to it. Comes off the turn, storming down the back stretch here. I'll get it out, folks. Heading off in the 3 and 4. Bobby Mantle's there with him. Show you what he's got coming off 4. Not able to get that move right there on him. They come across the line to complete this lap. 14 to go here tonight. Homestead. And an outstanding race here too. Clean Racing League. Need a Ford to win. You know, look. It seems like Monday night it's the Yoda crowd. Here it's more the Chevy guys. So I think y'all allergic to the Fords in this league. But that's all right. I still forgive y'all. Joshua Altus to the point, but look at that drive off the turn Bobby Mantle got. And you can see Altus, he's able to get into the turn, but is he going to be able to shoot off the turn? That's the question. Look at Mantle holding the high side and just gets that run coming off. Nothing Joshua could do. He can't make the pass. Bobby Mantle fighting hard. Here comes Ross Tatum. But I'm with you there, Eric. I want to see a Ford win. Actually, there's only four Fords out here. That's sad. Well, this has turned into a 3-car battle. Bobby Mantle's there. Joshua Altus, Ross Tatum is in there too, but it looks like Joshua Altus is now going to take that lead and clear the man here with going to be crossing the line. Going to be about 10 laps to go in this one. Ross Tatum's on the move, and they have pulled away from Jacob Grant and Caleb Smith. Danny White's on pit road. He had to pit. I know he was probably hoping for that caution, but man, look at the background. Here comes Jacob Grant like a firecracker. Coming around there on the backside. The problem is, has he got enough time? Does he got enough car? Does he got enough tire? Oh, he is way up down that top side. I mean, that's going to slow him down a little bit, but man, he was up there. eating the wall. I mean, look how high he is. He is up there in the Darlington line. Caleb Smith right there behind him. Just watch Jacob Grant. Now he goes a little bit lower in this turn. His last lap, 34.8. There's a 34.5. So he's fallen off a little bit from the top three guys. We'd like to see these top three get up here and just battle with each other. Joshua Altus right now putting on a clinic out front. 8 to go. All the man out front right now. Altus, Mantle, Tatum. Three of the best in the league. They come out here to make it look easy. Walker right there in the 6. Smith holding up there, man. He's got a good battle for 5th and 6th. Caleb did it outside. Excuse me, man. I'm out here choking up. Caleb to the outside. Walker right there on the inside. Millardo right behind him. Gaston. I'm telling you, every time I turn around, man, Adrian Ghost. His name fits him. You don't see him, the next thing you do, boom, he's right there. I mean, this guy. Whew. Wow. Right in the 8th place. Vino having a good run there in 10th. You see Danny White trying to get back on the lead lap. Now, Gaston actually is in front of White. You see Gaston right there. And boy, you see Grant now falling off the pace. He's losing ground in the top three. Top three have just checked out. Gone. Now, White's right there. But battle up front. Mantle trying to hold on to the second. Tatum has other plans. Looks to the inside. 5 to go in this one. Altus is loving what he's seeing in his rearview mirror. Now here comes old Gaston. Man, he got the end of the apron there. Don't matter what kind of tires you get that. Boom. Oh, little contact between the two here in second. Altus is loving what he's seeing in his rearview mirror. He said, you two men get back there. Trade paint, bang each other. I don't care what you do on your time. Down the bad stretch, man, firing it off. Tatum on the inside, man on the outside. Altus out front. Here comes Tatum. Trying to see, and he's going to get the pass cleared. Now, does he got enough time? Does he got enough car? He's got enough wheel to catch that man. And Gaston with those new tires is going to make short work. The best thing, man, I think Tatum could do here is probably let Gaston go, but Gaston actually. Oh, now that's. Ooh. I mean, there's not a lot that Gaston can do there. I mean, he's got so much newer tires. Altus probably be smart to go. You know what? Go on, Gaston. I mean, this would just be a smart play by Altus's part. Not even try to hold him up. 3 to go. And Jonathan Gaston's there. I mean, at this point, I would think Altus would. If I'm him, what does Gaston do? And Gaston would love to get back on that lead lap. I mean, he's definitely going to be way faster. The problem is right here, And that's what I'm saying. That was smart. I mean, Altus, yeah, just let him go. Because the more you would have tried to battle with him, Tatum would have got up there. 2 to go, white flag this time by. And Tatum drove that thing into the turn that time. Final lap. Oh, and he went way off the turn here. Down the bad stretch. There's going to be 2 more turns for this man right here. And Tatum is driving it in the turn. It's just not going to stick. But he tried everything he could. And it's going to be Altus, Tatum, Mantle. That's going to be your top 3. Nice. All right, let's bring him up here and get a word with him. Bobby, join the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Joe. How you doing?
Pretty good. Well, I'll tell you what, you was able to hang on the third there. It just looked like the tires were just going away at there at the end.
Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong. I had saved a set of tires early, and then around one of the mid cautions, I decided to go in, top up, take a set, when everyone else had still been out on like 10-lap old tires. And I just thought I'd just bide my time, work my way through the field, and I think I was just a little too patient, especially when I was battling Josh Altus up there. I should have tried harder to stay in front of him, because once he was ahead, there wasn't really anything I could do.
Hey, looked good though, man, all night long. How was the car feeling? I mean, was it getting tighter or looser?
I was fighting tight more than loose. Every once in a while, you get a little loose out of 2, but easily you could be tight into 1 or 3. You really had to back up your corner, trail brake it in. It was so easy to overdrive it and just melt your tires.
Hey, still looks strong. Got a good run here tonight. Got anybody you want to thank?
Shout out to you, Joe, putting this on. The Sierra League and the guys here at High Five.
There you go, Bobby Mantle, man, bringing her home in third tonight. Let's get a word in with our second place man here, old Ross Tatum. Ross, join the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you tried everything you could to get there to Altus. I mean, was there maybe anything else you could have done to get to him?
Yeah, I needed Bobby to get the hell out of the way. I don't know what he was doing, just riding on my door like that. Wouldn't even make the move on him, so that was pretty annoying. Yeah, I mean, that's why he gets wrecked every Monday, so. But whatever. It was a good race. Congrats to Josh. Just needed some give and take there.
Still a good finish, man. Now, I got to ask on the tire where, you know, some of the guys looked like they were saying the tires were falling off. How were you feeling with it?
Oh, my tires felt great, man. I think I started the race 29th and was 6th when the first caution came out. Then I was 19th, and I got up to 4th, and then I spun on pit road. And then I think on that last year I started 19th. So my tire wear was good. Just needed a few more laps and a little bit of give and take.
Well, I'll tell you what, like I say, for starting man on 29th, getting up our finish second, heck of a night for you there. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank all the S&B guys that we raced with. A bunch of some other guys that Josh invited came out tonight, and they're real fun to be in the chat with. So that was fun. I want to thank you at OSR for everything you do. I want to thank Chris Smith for putting on this league. ARCA Series, wow, killing it. This is great racing over here. Hopefully we get some of that on Monday, because Monday's been terrible. But great racing tonight. So great job to everybody in the league. You all did awesome. So good job, everybody.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rossman right there coming home second. Again, congratulations on a good run.
Thanks, Scott.
There you go, man. We'll bring him up here, man. But this guy, man, had it covered here tonight. Old Joshua Altus, man, when he got out front, it's all she wrote. Joshua, join the booth. Got a copy?
10-4, Joe. I got you.
Well, I tell you what, man, you was able to get up front there. Was there any time you kind of maybe worried on trying to make it the pass here tonight?
I mean, a little bit, but I think I was just more so having fun, Joe. I mean, it was so fun with this car. I came into practice and it was so tight, man. Like the ARCA cars are just so much tighter than the trucks, and I made some adjustments before the race and found a little something that I thought worked. And honestly, I was just having fun. I wasn't really concentrating too hard on what was going to be the final result. I knew the car was really good. Bobby had about 15-20 lap fresher tires than us because he didn't take them that first time when everyone else did, and he took them about halfway. So I actually thought he was just going to kind of drive away from everyone because tires are really important here. But we managed to save enough, and then once I saw Ross in my rear view, I was like, oh, I got to go. So tried to make a move on Bobby as quick as I could, and then Bobby and Ross were battling really hard side by side. So I just kept looking in my mirror and seeing them battle, and that's the best feeling as the leader.
Absolutely, and I was mentioning it there, and talking to Bobby earlier, and he really was kind of just scratching his head on the tire wear there too. And I noticed some guys tonight kind of struggling a little bit, but man, what a run! Started man out there to, you got down to 16th, but you got back up here, won this thing here tonight. Got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, Joe, I got to thank you and OSR Network for putting on these broadcasts. It's one of my favorite parts of the week to go back and watch the broadcast. So love all the new graphics you did too. So anyone listening, go check out OSR Network and all the races you cover. Got to thank all my SMB teammates. I've got a lot of new guys that I had been running with in other leads and kind of introducing them to CRL. So Todd Willis couldn't run tonight, but he was in our chat hanging out. Great runs by Gary Ragland. Chandler Runk was having a really good run as well, and then unfortunately got caught up into something. And I want to give we call him Woodpecker. His name's Timothy Woodson. Was his first race in CRL tonight, and had a solid 15th place finish. So good job to Woodpecker, and obviously Ross, my teammate. So Ross and I have been putting on hopefully some good shows for the ARCA series the last couple weeks. So it's been fun to come down here and run in this series, and man, it's such a confidence boost after Monday. Man, we went 3 laps down, had 99 seconds of black flag penalties, and somehow managed to come back from 3 laps down and still finish 10th. So that was a good comeback, but man, it feels good to win. So got to finally shout out, the Burn It Down podcast. I said last week, me, Ross, and Rob Sherwood, new podcast that we've put out together, new episodes every Monday or Tuesday, where we cover all the real world racing action and give our unfiltered thoughts. So it's fun to go listen to that. So y'all can go listen to Burn It Down on Spotify. And then I got to thank Sinvar Roofing and Solar, man. Anyone looking to save some money on their electric bills, I'm the guy. So shoot me a message and I'll walk you through how it works and see if we can save you some money.
Well, there you go. Joshua Altus, winner tonight, man. Again, congratulations on that win, Joshua.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Hopefully we'll talk to you again soon.
There we go, man. ARCA, man, here tonight. Well, folks, man, let's look at it real quick here. The results order and just kind of but unofficial here tonight. Joshua Altus bringing her home. Ross Tatum coming home there in second. We got a man, Jacob Grant. He held up with a good finish there in fourth. Ben Walker with a good one there in fifth. Caleb Smith finishing out sixth. Mike Duriri, I hope I'm saying it right there, sitting in seventh. Old Ghost Man, can't see him, but he's in eighth. Elardo, man, hanging on there to the ninth. And then Doug Jones with a good 10th place finish. Jamie LaRock up in the 11th, man. Gary Ragland there in the 12th. Steve Rubino finished at 13th. Mike Howerton 14th. Timothy Woodson, he's up there, man, in the 15th spot. Chris Smith hanging on there to 16th. Jonathan Gaston finished at 17th. Danny White up in 18th. Dusty Martin there in the 19th. Garrison Smith finishing 20th. And we got Joe Spinelli back 21st. T-Mac right there in 22nd. Kyler Mullaney, he's up at 23rd. Parker Malone finishing out 24th. Steve Gerber back there in 25th. Joshua Gillian 26th. Austin Coop 27th. Chandler Runk there in 28th. Joe Ruggles 29th. And Paulie Turnson in the 30th. You got Drew Bond 31st. Nicholas Torres in 32nd. So, folks, man, what a night it was. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to leave Homestead here for the Clean Racing League ARCA Series presented by Savage Sim Wraps Designs. Folks, have a good night.